In this video, I'm going to share with you guys how to make $2,000 per month online or more with this simple side hustle. Hey, I'm Judd Albring and welcome. On my channel, I talk about all things work from anywhere. If you're into that sort of thing, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you don't miss a single video that comes out every single week. And if you could do me a big solid, if you see our buddy the like button creeping around down here, just go up to him and give him a little tickle. All right, guys, so how to make $2,000 per month or more online with a simple side hustle. Now, one of the great things about this side hustle, guys, is number one is you can do it from absolutely anywhere in the world. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 18, you can be 15, you can be 100. You can do this. You can start making money online. And best of all, you need zero experience to do this. Also, guys, the best part is this is passive income. This is money that you do the work once, and if you do well, it will pay you month after month after month. And as I'm about to show you guys, you can earn $2,000 a month or more depending on the work that you put in. So what is this magical side hustle, guys? Well, it's selling KDP books or low content books on Amazon, and you can get started with it today. No cash to get started, no experience needed, no barrier to get in, could be done from anywhere in the world. You don't have to hold any inventory. Actually, Amazon prints and ships the books for you. No shipping, Amazon will ship the books for you. And no customer service, guys. Amazon's gonna take care of all that. So what exactly are low content books? These are books that require no writing or very little writing by the author being you. These are notebooks, sketchbooks, logbooks, puzzles, planners, journals, basically any kind of simple no content book where you need to write or draw or keep notes or use as a daily journal or calendar. That's a low content book. So how does it work? The seller will upload the books in a digital version into Amazon KDP, and Amazon will print the book and ship it out directly to the buyer when there is a sale. The buyer will receive a physical copy of the book in the mail, and Amazon will pay a royalty to the seller. There is no limit to how many books you can upload into Amazon, and it is free to do. Amazon will charge for the printing and shipping only when the sale is generated, so there is no risk or upfront costs involved. So what do you need to get started with this business? Well, first and foremost, you need an Amazon KDP account. Now, I'm not gonna go through this step by step. It's very self-explanatory. I'm gonna put a link below where you can go to sign up, but you simply go through the steps, enter in your information. It's absolutely free to do. Next up, you need BookBolt. Now, you may be asking yourself, what is BookBolt and why do I need it? Well, BookBolt gives you access to every single KDP book on Amazon. It shows you the competition. It shows you what's selling, what's not selling. This takes the guesswork out of creating what type of low content books are actually making money. BookBolt does all the work for you. And the best part is you can create and design all your low content books right inside BookBolt and upload directly to Amazon in less than 60 minutes. How cool is that? And in case you're wondering, no, you don't have to be a good writer. In fact, you're not gonna write a thing. And you don't have to have any design experience because BookBolt's got all the graphics and images, everything you would ever need to create a low content book right in the software. So what I'm gonna do is go behind the scenes here and open up my BookBolt and show you guys a little bit behind the scenes how this software actually works and how you can get started with it right away. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna take you inside of BookBolt and I'm gonna run you through the dashboard so you can see exactly how easy this is and how you can get started right away. Now, keep in mind, I'm not gonna go through every single tab on BookBolt, but what I am gonna do is give you a good solid foundation, a good overview, so that when you do get started with the software, and again, stick around because I'm gonna share with you how you can get started for free, and if you do end up purchasing, I'm gonna share with you how you can save 20%. Okay guys, here we are inside the BookBolt dashboard. Now, one of the really cool things about this software is as soon as you come into the dashboard, you're gonna see on the left-hand side here, tutorials. Now, this is going to go through everything you need to know. So again, I'm going to give you a little overview, but when you actually go into BookBolt, the very first thing you want to do is click on this tutorial tabs and start going through these videos from left to right all the way down. Now, each of the videos are very short and sweet, 5-10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, but honestly, there's only a handful of videos here. It's gonna save you a ton of time moving forward. So make sure you go to the tutorials tab and start going through each of these videos. Now, I'm gonna quickly run down here. You have a products tab. This is where you can do a general search of all the different types of low content KDP books out there. Now, again, what we're doing is low content books. We're doing journals. We're doing diaries, puzzle books, comic books, coloring books, things like that. So that's what's going to show up here. As you can see here under category, it gives you all the different types: journal, music sheets, calendar, planner, coloring book, and so on. So depending what your interests are, I'm sure you can find something here. You can go into these and simply do planner. And then a keyword might be, well, let's say sunshine. I know that sounds silly, but let's take a look. So this is going to show me all the planners on Amazon that are selling with the keyword sunshine. So look here, daily to-do list, modern sunshine, to-do list, notebook. Now, I'm just going to stop right here. Look at this. That is the cover of this book. Now, it's doing 71 sales a month. Now, that's not crazy, but at $6.99, that's $7. That's not bad. So a little right around the $70 mark, a little under $70 per month. And that's just one journal. Remember, you could put out a new journal every single day. You could have 30 products, 50 products, 100 products, 1,000 of these products online. Now, not all of them are going to be winners, but it starts to add up. So that's just a quick reference, guys. You can start searching things like that. You can get an idea of what people are doing. Maybe you want to switch that to something else. That's just a rough overview, okay? Now, I'm not going to go into the seller tab right now, but you definitely want to go and check this out, and you'll learn more about that in the tutorials. Right now, I want to show you some of the more important things. What you want to do is start with this cloud tab here. Now, you'll see up here, it's going to give me the top 100 bestsellers, 200, 300, 400, 500. I like to stick with 100. And then over here on the category, you can pick, again, whatever works for you. Let's go with journals. And then it gives you the BSR range, which stands for bestseller range. Now, just leave it at the 1 to 500,000 for now. It's not going to be a big factor for you getting started. But one thing I would do is under price range, take this and bring it all the way up to, I don't know, about 7. That means that you do not want to see any books for free or under $7. So this is going to show me everything from 7 to 100. All right, so look at this, dog paws. I mean, look at this cover, guys. Could you do that cover? Yeah, I think you could. Not much to it. And the inside, remember, is empty because we're not creating any content. Sells for $7.99. They're selling around 200 a month. Pretty amazing. You can also click on show. It'll show you a brief description of it. Now we can see here, they're selling around 200 of these a month. Then they have this little cat book. So they've only created 2 books, okay? Imagine under this dog niche, if you created a whole series under the dog paws and every day you put out a new book, even if those new journals were only getting a couple sales a day, it starts to add up because you could do 1 book a day, 2 book. And you'll see here with BookBolt how easy it is to put out these books in just a minute. Okay, so cloud is where you're going to do your research, your competition research. And again, I'll leave it up to you guys when you come here, go through those trainings, but you can come over here and you can search all the different categories. So find which works for you and just start playing around with it. Okay, you can do favorite of all your books. So as you do your research, you can mark them as favorite and they'll all show up here. Keywords, this is where again, you're going to do your keyword research. All right, so now if you go up to the research tab and you go to create, this is going to set up our designer where we can actually design our books absolutely free and then upload them right to Amazon. You can see here they have something called Puzzle Whiz. Now, I believe this is an add-on to BookBolt. I'm not going to talk about it today, but if you do want to create puzzle books, you can build them with that, okay? We're not going to talk about this mass cover converter. We are going to talk about BookBolt Designer. All right, so now we're in here. Now, we're really just focusing on our cover, okay? Because the interior is just going to be blank. Now, one thing to mention is when you do create an interior for your KDP book, you don't have to write anything, but you do have to have some sort of outline in order for Amazon to recognize it as a page. So you could do 10 pages, 100 pages, but if they're just blank, they're not going to print it. So you have to have at least a border or some kind of artwork or something. That's how we create the low content books. So I'm going to go to cover. Trim size, this is all depending on what size your book's going to be. This is where when you do your research, look and see what size the journals are, the calendars are, and you want to mimic that. So I'm just going to pick something random. Here's another thing to point out. When you do color, always do white paper. And I'm just going to stay with 24 count. Of course, you can change it to whatever you want. And then I'm going to hit submit. Okay, it's going to generate. It's going to take a few minutes to do this. Okay, so after it's taken time to generate, that only took about 30 seconds for me, but depending on your computer, it might be longer, might be shorter. Now, a quick thing to point out here when you look at this is the left side is the back of your book. The right side is the front of your book. The middle part is the spine, okay? Now, you can come over here right away and we can start messing with some of these colors, right? What color do you want your book to be? Okay, this is just, we're not even adding graphics yet. This is really, really cool. I'm kind of a plain person. I want to stick with that. Now, you can come over here. This is where you can start doing your text. You can see here, you can do some kind of funky things with the text, right? You can do this called a bridge font. You can do this kind of curved thing here. But what's great is this is all drag and drop. All right, so I'm just going to grab a basic font here, but I wanted you to see that you can do some funky stuff there. So I'm just going to double click. I'm going to hit, call this journal, right? Now, I can go in here and I can just tap it. I can click the bottom. I can change the size. I can even kind of make it all funky and tilty if I wanted to. Okay, so that's just the basic. I want you just to understand the basic tabs here. For text, double tap, I can change anything, okay? Now, and of course you see all these fonts on the bottom. These are all Google fonts, which means they're free to use, commercial use. If you upload your own fonts, make sure they're okay to use for commercial use, okay? Now we have images. So this is where I can either upload my own images, I can upload PNGs, JPEGs, or vector files, okay? So if you go up to here, you'll see a tab called Resources. And what's great about this is this Resources tab connects with a copyright-free, non-commercial website. I believe they work with Pexels. It's either Pexels or Pixabay, don't quote me on that. But you can grab these copyright commercial-free images. Now, they do mention that some of these images may have certain copyright restrictions, commercial restrictions. So again, always do your due diligence, double check with the images, make sure they're okay to use, but you can simply search any images here. Let's type in, I did dogs, let's type in boats, right? So maybe I'm doing something like a boat journal or a sunrise journal. Drag and drop these into my journal here. Now you can also do shapes, right? So let's say I want to do something kind of funky like this, right? You know, maybe I'm creating a journal for certain types of sports fans, okay? So how cool is that? Drawings, right? If you're handy with a pen, you can actually draw something here. If I don't like what I just did, I can go up here at the top left. I can do discard drawing. I can do any kind of like funky kind of effects. This would be like if you're doing kind of a grunge effect or a distressed effect. Again, you got to play around with it. They have a mask tab. Now you're able to download your file. This is where you can do work on the interior here. So you go to interior, you have all these different interiors you can work with. Look at this, guys. All you have to do is drop these into BookBolt, upload to Amazon, and you're on your way. So again, guys, look at all this stuff. You can do body checkers, you can do puzzles, you can do journals, you can do day planners. I mean, the list goes on and on. Fishing log, fitness calendar, graph paper. So let your imagination run wild. Comic books. Look at the competition. Definitely go through these trainings, go to the tutorials tab, go through all this stuff. Again, I just wanted you to get a brief overview of the dashboard, but you need to go in here and get to work, right? If you want to run with this, guys, this is a great opportunity, but take the time to watch these videos, to do your research, and then start publishing. See what happens, right? Throw it out there, see what works. If something doesn't work, put it over and double up on what's working. Start creating journals every day or notebooks or whatever it is works for you. Now, as promised, guys, how you can get started for free and save 20%. I'm gonna put the link up down here somewhere, and I'm also gonna put the description below. Again, this is my affiliate link. If you end up signing up and going with BookBolt, I get a percentage of that at no additional cost to you. But hey, if you wanna go straight to the site, that's cool too. I just want you guys to have success. I want you to do well. Thank you so much for watching. It's been awesome. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.